Dan. So, dramatic change to the weather today here in Spain. It rained quite heavily for probably about 6 minutes. The floor was literally a bit damp, and it's just funny really, because I think back at the people at home back in the UK, and that'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? Just a bit of water on the floor, but it's not like that. It's freezing cold, it's dark, and it's very wet. But it just occurred to me that context is really important, isn't it? And let's put things into context, shall we? If you can't make your bills at the end of the month, each and every month, is it that your bills are too high? You just can't afford it? What is it? And actually, it's not that your bills are too high, it's just context. You know, if your bills are £2,000, but you're only bringing in £1,000, it's not your bills are too high, you're just not earning enough money. So how do you double that, triple that? What are you doing to double and triple that? And it occurs to me that if you can get the context right, there are no problems really. You know, if I put on £4 in weight, that could be quite bad for someone, you know. But actually, if I've been to the gym every day for the last 8 weeks, then actually those £4 probably muscle, not fat. But it's all dependent upon the context in which you're in. So what's your context right now? What problems have you got right now that actually by a quick change in the context of those problems can solve them? So for the example of the money, so if your bills are £2,000 a month and you want to bring in £1,000 a month, there's two things you can do, right? One is you can lower your bills, that's always a good start. And then the other thing that you could do is you could start just bringing in more cash. You know, maybe you got your bills down to £1,500 and you brought in £1,501. Well, then you could give up work and you'd never have to work again, would you? And it's all context, you know. Let's talk about millionaires. You don't need £1 million in the bank to live a millionaire lifestyle. If you can rent somewhere at £500 a month, and your beer is 500 quid, and your shopping and everything else, you only need £1,000 a month to live for the rest of your life. You don't need to work. You can get to live that millionaire lifestyle of being wherever you want to be. Or what about if you move to Bali? You know, the rents in Bali are really low, so you could live there for like £500 a month. It's always a problem with context. So I think just working out what that context is for you is really important. Is it that your costs are too high? Do you know how much your costs are? Do you sit down with a spreadsheet and just go through them, work out every single cost? You know, to this day, I still sit down, I have a download of my Excel spreadsheet, and I work out what my costs are every single day. I still look at them, and I'm constantly looking at what can I get rid of. Constantly. But then I'm also looking at income regularly as well. I'm looking, where can I squeeze a bit more income out of? Is it a case of not taking bonds and deposits anymore on my properties and actually sticking the rent up 50 quid? Would that work? And on some properties I have done that, and it is working, it's got to be said. So everything's a problem of context. What's your context and how can you improve that? I hope that was useful. My name's Dan Latter and I'll speak to you soon. Thanks.